In this video, we're going through some of the more popular neighborhoods in Jacksonville, North Carolina. All right, and if we haven't met yet, I'm Avery Hamilton. I'm with American Home Team at eXp Realty. And as much as I love making these videos for you guys about all things Southeastern North Carolina, I would love even more to help you with your real estate needs. So the phone number and email address popping up on the screen right now. I am the one that responds to all the calls, texts, and emails. And I would absolutely love to have a conversation with you and see how I can best help. But with that being said, guys, the first neighborhood we're discussing today is Northwoods. And it is one of those neighborhoods, it's an older neighborhood, but it is one of those neighborhoods that once people move in, they don't leave. Their family doesn't leave. They stay there for generations. It's a very close-knit community. It's very wide streets, and the school is walkable distance to most of the homes. It's generally regarded as a popular neighborhood, and I can definitively say this because a lot of my clients have been looking in this area. You know, once again, it is one of those more mature neighborhoods, so you do have a lot of trees, you have a lot of landscape that you don't have in some of the new construction neighborhoods, like some of the ones that we'll discuss later. The school district here in the Northwoods community is Northwoods Elementary, Northwoods Park Middle, and Jacksonville High. This is sort of a downtown type neighborhood. It is walkable to all of the stores, all of the shops, and tons of restaurants nearby. But it's a quick zip down the road to get to Western Boulevard and, you know, the shopping center, the mall, and all of that stuff that you get on Western. And it's only about a 10 to 15 minute drive to Camp Lejeune as well. Now, once again, this is an older neighborhood, so a lot of the houses that you're gonna be getting are mid-century homes. You're gonna get sort of that mid-century ranch, as well as some of those charming Cape Cods that are just kind of nestled away behind some trees. And so it's a very charming area. As you kind of drive through the spider web of Northwoods, you'll be amazed at how well kept everything is, how charming it actually is. You know, and my clients really like this neighborhood because they have a newborn baby and they can walk the baby in the stroller up and down the street and not worry whether or not their safety is in jeopardy. But overall, nice quiet streets, very wide streets, so it is very walkable. Lots of runners, walkers, you know, kids playing basketball and street hockey and that kind of thing in the streets. Now, the one thing to consider in this neighborhood is that part of it is in a flood zone. It's an AE flood zone due to New River. This is right between New River and Henderson, and then you have North Marine Boulevard that goes like this. So, you know, during heavy storms and stuff, you do want to pay attention to the water that accumulates in that area and whether or not your home's going to be impacted. But overall, this is a wonderful area, especially if you have a young family and you like to go outside and sort of be walkable to everything that you're going to need on a daily, but also just a quick drive down to Western Boulevard for some of those bigger box amenities. And this neighborhood ranges anywhere from about $100,000 up to, there's one on the market for $740,000. But that is going to be the exception because those are closer to New River, maybe with some views and that kind of thing. But the majority is going to be between $100,000 and $400,000. I am in the up-and-coming neighborhood of Stateside. This neighborhood is right off Gum Branch Road in Jacksonville. It's close to everything Jacksonville has to offer, but also Richlands, North Carolina as well. And this neighborhood's being built out by A-Sides Construction. And I got a couple floor plans that I want to show you in here. But first, let's talk about this neighborhood. So Stateside is located right off Gum Branch Road and Rhodestown Road, right in Jacksonville, which is right on the outskirts of Jacksonville, which is really, really close to Richlands, North Carolina. With that said, Stateside is a newer community that is being finished out by A-Sides Construction. Homes in here range from anywhere in the low 300,000s to 450. A-Sides is a reputable builder here in the Jacksonville area and outskirts of Jacksonville. And they have a really solid product and a lot of great floor plans. And I'm gonna show you guys two here today. But Stateside is outside of city limits, so you're not paying those taxes. And it's a little bit more of the big box neighborhood that you would see sort of all the trees removed and then houses built than some of than like Carolina Forest and Northwoods. You know, one of the things that builders do here, and this is something I talk about all the time because I come from upstate New York, and you know, we have a lot of trees in upstate New York, and in a lot of these neighborhoods have a lot of trees. Well, a lot of these new neighborhoods here in North Carolina are just being completely cleared out, no trees, homes built, and then little tiny trees planted in the front yard. And so, you know, that is a discouragement for a lot of people that are looking for neighborhoods out here, because there's just no trees. There's not a lot of nature in these neighborhoods. So if you're looking for a little bit more of a mature neighborhood that has those trees, some of that seclusion, and not nearly as cookie cutter, then maybe this isn't going to be the neighborhood for you. But the homes themselves are not cookie cutter. It's simply only the fact that everything is cleared out. There's no trees. There's no real you know, nature that is being left in these neighborhoods. But nonetheless, A-Sides has a very affordable product. These homes range anywhere from about 1,600 square feet all the way up to pretty close to 3,000 square feet, and some of their 2-story plans. And it's a very family-friendly neighborhood, and one that, in my opinion, is going to keep its resale value for a very long time, because it is highly desirable right now, just based on location alone. You see, the area of Gum Branch and Roadstown Road, it is sort of a rural type setting. And so this big old neighborhood is plopped right in the middle of, you know, the countryside. And that is desirable for a lot of people, because a lot of people want that space and seclusion from the rest of the city. And that's why I say that it lends itself to being a good investment for the future, because the desirability, I think, is always going to be there. But the neighborhood is offering a ton of incentives right now, such as $10,000 used as you choose, a 1% lender credit if you work with their lender, and once again, just a phenomenal choice of floor plans that A-Sides offers. But with that being said, let's get into the home tours. I got 2 plans for you. And if you're interested in either of these plans, shoot me a message, a text message, a email, or a phone call, and I would love to chat with you about these more and send you a little bit of information about the floor plans, so on and so forth. But without further ado, let's rock and roll. All right, so this first house that I'm going to show you is the Sutton floor plan by A-Sides, and it's a single story home, but it does have a frog, which is a finished room over the garage. If you guys don't know what a frog is, I'm gonna flip you around. I'm gonna give you a tour. I like it because all of the bedrooms are pretty close to each other. So if you have a younger family with small kids, with their bedrooms being so close and stuff, it prevents having to go up and down stairs in the middle of the night, that kind of thing. But this house is not gonna be for sale for very long, because my buyers are actually gonna be buying this house, or at least trying to. So this floor plan will be available in other areas of the neighborhood, but let's go into it and see what you guys think. So the things that I really like about this house is that it has this loft, right? This frog that you guys can literally use for just about anything. Whether it is a playroom, a man cave, a theater, storage, a guest room, whatever. This house has 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. So whatever you guys wanted to use that frog for, you can. But the other thing I really like about this floor plan, and once again, this is probably only for, younger families, but you have all 3 bedrooms. You have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom right there. So if you have younger kids, if, maybe a baby, right? They're not too far to, change them in the middle of the night, feed them in the middle of the night, whatever, right? And so this floor plan right now is $372,000. That's it. And it's over 2,000 square feet. Wide open layout. Beautiful floors, nice granite countertops, plenty of cabinet space. The one downside about this that I noticed just kind of walking through is you have all these cabinets and stuff, but you don't have a real pantry. And so the pantry is that one that's in the laundry space right back here. Right here. Which is fine, but that's in that area. Most likely it's gonna be for your non-perishables, maybe your paper towels, your toilet paper, maybe canned goods, things like that. But you do have tons of cabinet space and pretty fair amount of countertops as well. Now, this builder on this house specifically, and for a lot of the other houses as well, is offering a $10,000 use as you choose incentive. So you can use that to help buy your refrigerator, to make some, customization, some upgrades if you wanted to, or you could use that to buy down your interest rate, or just to put toward your closing costs so you have to come up with less money at closing, which is absolutely what I would do because I like keeping cash in the bank personally. So I sort of lean more toward using it for some of the expenses that you're gonna need to, you're gonna have, such as your closing costs or maybe a refrigerator, things like that. So this house is a fantastic option. I showed this one to my buyers just the other day and they absolutely loved it. It was between this one and another one, and they just told me today that they want to buy this one. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys one more floor plan in here, and then we're going to get rocking to the next neighborhood. But this next floor plan, it's a bit different, but I wanted to show you it because it's another really great option. All right, now we are going to look in the Grayson plan, also by A-Sides. And this one's a little bit different. This one is a 2-story home, beautiful elevation, nice covered front porch. Let me open the door here. Now, this floor plan I really like for a couple reasons, but there's a few negatives to this floor plan and feedback that I gave to the builder. But this floor plan is nice because you have all 4 bedrooms on the top floor. So once again, if you're a family with smaller kids, this might come in handy that you have all 4 bedrooms in the same area. Now, the kitchen is massive, right? Lots of counter space, lots of cabinetry. I think they sort of missed the mark on the lighting. Lots of lighting here in the kitchen, not so much here in the living room, but still a very nice kitchen, very functional. And it's wide open to the living area. You can see into the dining room, the formal dining room over here. And then you have this eat-in kitchen space right here where this light is. And then the sliding glass door to a covered patio. So one thing I like about this house is that the stairs are hidden right here. This is a powder room, so I'll show you guys those in a second. But this here has a nice closet, coat closet. You can do like a little bench and stuff right here for the garage. Then you also have a pantry. And this one's a little bit more uniform because the pantry's right here and the kitchen's right here. So it makes a little bit more sense than the last house. But then you have the laundry. Laundry right here. Not a huge fan of this laundry, to be honest with you, simply because all of the bedrooms are upstairs. I don't do a lot of laundry in my house, to be honest with you. My wife, she stays home, and she's a stay-at-home mom, and so a lot of laundry is done by the time I get home, which is very nice. I'm very grateful. However, I know that if we owned this house, my wife would dread bringing the laundry from upstairs all the way down to the laundry room. So if you are the kind of person like me that doesn't want to go up and down the stairs for your laundry, this house might not be it. But if you can overlook that, then otherwise it's great. Here is your powder room, good sized powder room. And then stairs to go to the bedrooms. Here's the primary suite. You got big old closet right here, and then big old bathroom right there. Look how big that closet is. I imagine when someone moves in here, they're gonna take out probably some of these wire shelves and do like big built-ins and other things here to make it fancy and stuff. That would be awesome. That is a sweet closet. Then you have this really nice bathroom as well. Big tub. Water closet. And then you have the shower. And then, this one's hiding over here. You have another big closet. 2 massive closets. One here and one here. So that's pretty sweet. You don't get a lot of houses with 2 primary suite closets, a his and her closet, whatever you want to call it. Pretty awesome. And then you have a shared bath. One downside, it's only 1 sink in the vanity, but pretty simple to swap that countertop out and put a double in there. Moving on, you have a great sized bedroom here. Guys, and I haven't even turned the lights on, and there's plenty of natural light in here. So that's the biggest thing that I look for with builders is the access to natural light and how they situate the houses and the way they build and install windows. And this house is naturally bright, so that's really cool as well. And then you have the other 2 bedrooms right here. But first, you got a linen closet. Really generous sized linen closet, actually. Another bedroom. And another bedroom. So this floor plan is really nice for families. Once again, the downside about it, in my opinion, is the laundry on the first floor and all of the bedrooms on the second floor. But man, if you wanted to go through the work, I've already looked at this. This laundry room could be put upstairs with enough hard work, plumbing movement. You could put that laundry room upstairs if you took out one of those closets in the primary suite. So it's definitely possible. Not saying you should do it if you don't mind it there, but that's my only flaw. But otherwise, guys, tons of light, natural light. It's enough open concept for most people. From what I've learned in my experience in real estate, this is enough of an open concept for people when they say they want an open concept. And this is just enough traditionalism, separation for most people when they say they like a little bit of separation. So this house really blends all of it together. And then once again, the front elevation is very, very nice. And this one is currently on the market for $373. It's 2,300 square feet, 4 bed, 2.5 bath. Incredible value here that A-Sides gives you. And so if you guys are interested in learning more about Stateside, or you're interested in touring some of these homes, because these are just 2 of the many floor plans that A-Sides offers, and they are one of the better builders in the area. They have a lot of great reviews. So if you're interested in any of it, feel free to reach out to the phone number and email address below. I would love to get you guys inside, do a virtual tour, whatever you want to do. More than happy to do that. But let's move on to the next neighborhood. All right, and next up is Carolina Forest. Carolina Forest is a very large subdivision in Jacksonville, and it's located right off of Western Boulevard, where all of the shopping, where all of the hustle and bustle is in Jacksonville. Carolina Forest is lined by sidewalks, has a little community park, as well as a pool, and the houses range anywhere from about $250,000 up to about $500,000. And really that $500,000 is going to be the cap at this point. These homes range from being built in the early 2000s into the 2020s. And really the person that's looking for this neighborhood wants to be close to Western Boulevard, all of the shopping and that kind of thing, but also really close to base. It's a straight zip down Western Boulevard to get to base, and also a very family-friendly community. There are a lot of military members in this community, so if you're in the military and you're PCSing, this is going to be a neighborhood that you can really connect with your neighbors on. Now with that, the majority of these homes are quite large. They are 1,500 square feet all the way up to like 3,000 plus square feet. You don't get many ranches in here. The majority are going to be colonials, which is also why I say, younger families is going to be the market in here, just because of the stairs and stuff. Not turning anyone away, of course, but generally speaking, these big of houses and this kind of community don't really lend well to the retirees that want a single story living. Now the schools in this neighborhood are Northside High, Jacksonville Commons Middle School, and Carolina Forest Elementary. And so in the description, I will provide you a link so that you can look up all of these schools and see whether or not they're going to fit for your kids and whether or not you like their ratings. Now both Northwoods and Carolina Forest are located in city limits, so you will be required to pay that city tax as well. So you have the county plus the city, and that's going to give you your tax base. I will show you in the description what those rates look like and give you a generic price and what you can expect for taxes. Now, What I will say, and just to cover my own butt, this is it's an estimate based on the tax rate numbers. Probably not going to be perfect, but with that said, this is going to give you a very good idea. Down in the description, check it out, and let me know your thoughts on those. And with all of that said, I hope you guys got something from this video. Hope you learned about these neighborhoods. If you like any of the neighborhoods, feel free to reach out to the phone number and email address on the screen. And I would love to have a conversation with you, see how I can best help with your move to southeastern North Carolina. But until the next video, guys, peace. See you later. Bye.